Hey, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to the End of Rose. It's Utari, and today we'll be showcasing Sage Mode Boruto in anticipation for Karma Seal Boruto, since this little nigga ain't want to show up on the 25th. Anyways, let me go ahead and be a hype man real quick, because there are two things I look forward to when the DLC release. The first is the balance patch. As disappointing as most of the recent balance patches have been with the nerfing of Kamui Bond and the buffing of Hazan Strike, the labbing of changed mechanics with my colleagues is always a joy, so I'm hoping to get ready for the off-season of no DLC with better quality updates, this one being the first. The second thing I look forward to, and no it's not the DLC itself, is the new items they introduce into the files. Leskin is always on top of showing us what's new as far as weapons, outfits, and ninja tools go, and I'm looking forward to what they might add in these files this time, especially because Karma Seal Boruto, a character from deep in the anime and manga, so they might add some more things related to the anime and manga like hairstyles and more. Wouldn't it be cool to see Momoshiki's hair and outfit as a hero mode reward during Boruto's release? Also, you guys are probably curious about the outfit that I'm wearing, and don't worry, you aren't missing out. This outfit isn't released yet. This is one of the outfits that was added into the files during the last update. Like I mentioned before, they're always adding new items, and they'll be releasing some more in the future. So let's get into it. What if Boruto learns Sage Mode? We already know that Boruto can use snake summonings in the anime, but like Sasuke and Konohamaru, I bet Boruto could probably learn toad summonings as well. But let's focus on the anime canon summoning for now. The snakes. Boruto gained this summoning during the Mitsuki retrieval arc, when they first visited Ryuchi Cave, which is sort of the equivalent to Mount Myoboku. As a side note, this is the arc that made me drop Boruto, as the ridiculousness of them finding this cave so casually was beyond stupid to me. That's besides the point though. So here, he ended up acquiring Garaga, his summoning partner. And no, I won't be going into details as this isn't a review, but that will be why we are using the snake summoning in this build. Then we'll be using the kit that Naruto used during his fight with Pain, the smoke bombs, the frog kumite, which extended his reach. We'll be replicating this part with the Asuma Knuckle knives. Also, we have 7 heavenly breaths to act as our Sage Mode transformation. So with that, that's the build. Now let's get into the gameplay and discussion of Sage Mode Boruto.
Alright, so let's hop into this match. Now the thing that makes this build work is the Asuma Knuckle Knives, because the jump heavy attack locks subs and does mad damage because it is a heavy attack and you can combo it for a while. So that's going to be what makes this build work, because the jutsu aren't necessarily for tracking down the enemy, but the Asuma Knuckle Knives covers that because it's the best weapon to use inside of survival mode. So there will be some cheesing going on in this clip, but it's all good because we cosplay as Sage Mode Boruto. And speaking of Sage Mode Boruto, man, could you imagine if Boruto actually learned Sage Mode? Now I don't know whether it'd be Toad Sage Mode or Snake Sage Mode. I'd probably say it'd be Toad Sage Mode of anything, because I mean that's what Naruto does. And Sasuke, as his teacher, isn't a Sage Mode user, so I could see him using Toad Sage Mode instead of Snake Sage Mode. But let's just talk about Snake Sage Mode for a little bit, because we already know that Mitsuki is actually the Sage Mode user of the team, but Boruto has the potential to learn Sage Mode just like Mitsuki, which also is crazy to think about, because Mitsuki's thing is Sage Mode. That's his OP mode, but Boruto could potentially learn that because of who his father is. But then we have Sarada. Sarada's thing is she's the Dojutsu user, so she has the Sharingan. But guess who else has a Dojutsu on the team? That's right, Boruto. So not only does Boruto have the potential to learn Sage Mode, but he also has the potential to master his Dojutsu, which seemingly could be more powerful than the Sharingan. And lastly, we have Kawaki. And what's Kawaki's OP mode, you ask? Well, it's the Karma Seal. And guess who else has Karma Seal? Boruto. So yeah, Boruto is pretty much a created character inside his own series, because he has everything potentially that everyone else could do. Sage Mode, OP eyes, Karma Seal. Like, Boruto's pretty much doing it all if they ride him in that direction. And on top of that, Just think about who like Boruto is connected to. So he has already the genius traits of Minato. So he picks up things really quickly. That's why we see him doing OP things in anime, because he's just like his grandfather. So what if Boruto decides to learn flying Raijin Jutsu? So that's another OP aspect that Boruto can pick up. But then also he's the son of Naruto, and you can already see that he is copying a lot of Naruto specialties like shadow clones and Rasengan. So we have that aspect. He's also the student of Sasuke, so we can see him summoning snakes inside the anime, as well as mastering his dojutsu at some point, which is what I hope we see in the training arc with Sasuke and Boruto. I hope that Sasuke is mainly teaching Boruto how to utilize his eye, because I know that's what we're mostly curious about with Boruto. At least for me, more than the Karma Sun, all that stuff. I'm more interested in the abilities of his Jogan, because okay, I'm doing this range type dirty, but yeah, just like we've seen a little bit in the anime, it like has some dimensional powers. You can see evil. Like, what does this thing do? And it's just gonna be crazy to see, because once Boruto masters that, that's another thing that he has under his belt. Now, let's not forget that his mother is also a Hyuga, so he could also, master Gentle Fist. I already know that's what he kind of uses as his taijutsu fighting style, is some Gentle Fist techniques. But can you imagine if he masters it and also learns from Sasuke like sword techniques? Because remember, okay, I did that accurate too. So remember, Sasuke, he uses his Kusanagi, which can funnel chakra. So he like has lightning blades with his Kusanagi, incorporated into his techniques. Could you imagine if Boruto used Gentle Fist with his like sword techniques? How OP would that be if he like stabs you, but one like little scratch, and all of a sudden like your chakra network is shut down because he just like hit you with his sword, Like his reach would be insane. Like his sword like play would just be crazy, bro. Like he like barely touches you with his blade, and your chakra network is like getting like messed up. You know what I'm saying? He's like severing more than just your limbs. Like he is like actually tapping into your chakra network. So that's gonna be crazy to see like what Boruto can do, because he could potentially be a flying Raijin Sage mode user with a OP taijutsu skills, dojutsu, and and karma seal, man. Like, it's crazy to think about Boruto's potential. Like I said, he seems like a creative character, man, and I'm praising Boruto like to high heavens, but I do not like this guy. I don't like him as a character. Okay, look at this. I straight stole Nappy's kill, right? I know he was mad because this dude Menma, what he does is he uses 3 subs. Look at Nappy throw the bird at me. He uses 3 subs in the pit, and so what he does, he still kills, and if you try to chase him, he has his 3 subs, which is the Sharingan and multi shadow clone jutsu. And if you do get too close, he'll use Rasengan, and then he'll just like make you fly back. And as you know, Rasengan is a jutsu that slows people down, so it's just hard to catch him. So it's funny that Nappy was like chasing him the whole time, and I stole his kill. But yeah, I just been doing this range type dirty the entire match, just cheesing with the jump triangle, and the Rasengans just don't seem to miss those Russian shurikens. So anyways, yeah, just like, what do you guys think about Boruto as a character? Do you guys like Boruto? Where do you guys think you see him going? Do you see him being like a master of everything? Sage mode, like Raijin? Like, what do you guys see Boruto at, man? And let me know what if you guys tried out this build. This build is pretty cheesy, like just because of the awesome knuckle knives. But yeah, I mean, you could counter orbs and stuff, but yeah, anyways, I hope you guys liked the video. Boruto, like Carmichael Boruto, where are you at, man? We're excited to play with you, and hopefully we get some good stuff for the summer, like some OP updates, because yeah. Anyway, see you guys next time. Peace.